back, everybody. My name's Josh Parker. Thanks for tuning in, catching this new episode. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so now so that you don't miss out on any others that are coming up. But today we're talking about Austin traffic sucks. Now, if you're from Austin, you already know. But if you're looking at moving here, let me tell you, there's some things to know about Austin traffic. And planning your day or planning your work day so that you can get across town in a timely manner. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of the local knowledge, some tips and tricks to get you through town a little bit quicker, but also talk about some of the stats of why Austin traffic is absolutely the worst anywhere around. So if you're in South Austin, guess what? Congratulations, you win. Worst stretch of 35 is between 290 and 71. It just took over the number one spot from Houston of all places. So congratulations on being south. But I know South Austin has a lot of hidden gems, a lot of great areas to live. You're close to San Marcos and San Antonio area. You're closer to downtown. So you're still a winner. Don't worry about it. But that stretch of 35 is known as the worst in Texas at this point. So Texas A&M did a study. I know, this is UT country. So take it for what it is. Maybe they're just trying to get their ratings up in College Station. But they said on average, Austinites lose 1.6 million hours driving down the highway through Austin each and every day, going to work, going to practices, dinners, whatever the case may be. You're losing a ton of time. Now, I-35 isn't the only bad road in Austin, and in fact, there's only a handful of major roads, and most of those go around town because Austin originally did not want to grow to the size it is today. So, little known fact, you got 35, you got 290, you got Mopac, you got 360, and you also have 183, and those are the major highways. Now, you can get through town going a couple different ways depending on where you're coming from. We'll talk about those next, but hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. First things first, let's talk about south moving north. A couple of roads that aren't as congested but do back up from time to time. You've got Lamar, you've got Congress, you've got South First, you've got Manchac, you've got a couple other roads that go in between there. It'll get you through downtown and a little further. Lamar will take you. You can get onto Burnett Road once you pass downtown. It'll shortcut you through the heart of the city, get you over to 183. Maybe you need to jump back onto 35. But those are just a couple of the roads that you can sort of scoot around and avoid 35 or Mopac. Now, with Mopac adding the toll lane, keep in mind it is a variable toll, so during the peak hours, that price is going to jump up. Expect to pay anywhere from $10 to $14 during rush hour. So, schedule your time if you have to move around town accordingly. If you're moving north to south, you have the same options. However, people have started picking up on that. They started doing a lot more building. Homes have started to come up in those areas. You've got apartments that have come up. So traffic is going to continue to get worse and worse on those side roads that I just talked about. If you have the luxury and you need to scoot all the way around town, hit up 130. It's going to take you about 30-40 minutes extra, but you're going to travel 80 miles an hour the whole way, not slow down, and it will eventually save you quite a bit of time. Now let's talk quickly about commuting to and from work. Austin doesn't have a very good transportation system available for buses or the train. You have Uber, you have rideshare programs like that, but if you're looking for public transportation, so that you don't have the frustration of sitting in traffic. Expect to still sit in it, you're just not driving. And the bus routes typically will drop you off where you need to for the most part. The train, however, does not. They don't have a whole lot of stops in downtown area. They do have a couple, but you expect to walk or catch a ride share. So, when you're leaving for work, maybe you have to be at work at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, like a lot of folks do, and you're starting to go back into the office right now, leave extra early, try a couple of the side roads that I talked about, or hop on Google Maps and look at some different areas, because you can save some time, or you do like I do, and I'm an early riser, so I'd rather beat the traffic. I'd leave the house at 6 o'clock, beat 80% of the traffic. I may sit in a little from time to time depending on where down the road I am, but you can get to and from, be the first one to work, get it knocked out while it's quiet, and maybe you can work something out with your boss when being there early and leaving even earlier in the afternoon to beat that afternoon rush hour. Now, we'll say, if you're traveling 35 any time of the day, expect to hit bottlenecks at several locations depending on what part of town you're in. Round Rock, you're going to bottleneck at the 45 flyover. It just happens. They are building the 183 flyover to get onto 35 finally, after the road's been completed for 20 plus years. Expect another bottleneck right there, because people heading north, taking that flyover, are going to congest traffic. And if you're south, expect it at the river and around where 71, 290 come in to 35. So, you have some slowdowns. Giving you a few tips of advice to bypass those. Now, the more people that, obviously I'm telling you the secrets of Austin, but I haven't shared them all. I like to keep a couple for myself. Expect to spend a little time sitting bumper to bumper, moving 5-7 miles an hour, or plan your day accordingly, leave a little early, get through that bottleneck areas, and get to your destination and enjoy your time there. So I hope this has helped. We'll see you next time. Hit that subscribe button. See you soon.